home setting time. If this is the first time you're visiting with us, we want to extend to you a very warm welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today is your birthday. I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Homeowners do is relating in replacing or installing receptacles or power switches, and that is something that you can do yourself if you are careful and you know how to work safely around electricity. Additionally, some homeowners will tackle things as breakers in your breaker box. And one of the most important tools to have when you're operating in those areas are screwdrivers that they are designed for this purpose. Especially when you open the breaker box, you want a screwdriver that it is insulated and also the correct screwdriver for the job. And today we're going to talk about the very little known screwdriver, which is called a PCX, and you're going to be able to see the profile a little bit easier in a moment, but it is designed specifically for this purpose. So I'm going to show you what the screwdrivers are, what the screws are designed, and you might be surprised to find out that the screws in the receptacles and switches are neither flat nor Phillips, but they can be tightened and loosened with flat screwdrivers, Phillips screwdrivers, rubber screwdrivers, and ECX screwdrivers. So let's discuss what is the best. So we have all seen the typical receptacle switches are very similar, and you might notice that the screws on the terminals and also the screws that attach it to the plate. In fact, every electrical screw you're going to find, and that includes screws that they are in the main panel, have this really strange look. They seem to be a combination of Phillips and straight. And in all reality, both Phillips and straight will operate in them. But you might be surprised to find out that also a T-slot will operate on them. So was it very nice of the manufacturers to give us all these options? Yes and no. Actually, they were designed for a different type of screwdriver, and it is this one. I don't know if you can see it here. And this is a combination of the slot and the Phillips. Focus. As you can see, it's the combination of the two. There are some advantages. If you do not do a lot of electrical work, there is really no reason to go and buy one of these screwdrivers. However, here is the reason why neither a slotless screwdriver or a Phillips is intended for that. Well, the slotted gives you a lot of power and torque to really tighten a screw down. It can slip easily, and if you're working with live electricity or if you're working on a panel, that can be catastrophic, especially if you do not use insulated screwdrivers. These are insulated to 1,000 volts. And of course, the problem with the Phillips is that it can come out. Again, it can slip. It is a problem. This one combines both of them, and it has a very, very tight torque, and also at the same time gives you the advantage of not being as well in coming out. Now, Robert's screws, most people have them, and it is the third option, which is probably the best option for most people. As you can see, it is very easy to operate and reduce. So unless you're doing a lot of electrical work, a screwdriver that is specifically made for this purpose, and this is called an ECX screwdriver, it is not necessary. In order of utility, the slotted will be the one that most people have, if not all people, and gives you a lot of ability to, torque ability, but can easily slip and can be dangerous. The second option will be a standard Phillips, and again, when you're torquing it a lot, it can come out. The third and the best option for most people will be the Robertson screw, which is a Canadian style. And again, it can both tighten and loosen the screws very easily. And the best option is really the ECX driver. I'm sorry, it is hard to do with one hand. The ECX driver that combines the Phillips and the Robertson in one. It doesn't combine the Phillips, the straight and the Robertson. It is not really a Phillips. It might look like a Phillips a little bit. Okay, you can see the profile there. It does look a little bit like a Phillips, but it isn't. And then some people have argued that these screwdrivers, the ECX screwdrivers, are unnecessary and they're worthless. Look, if you're the typical DIYer that maybe installs a receptacle once a year or so, absolutely, either the Phillips or the slotted are going to be totally fine for you. If you are doing a little more of your idea wire, you're doing a little more, the Roberts is probably your best bet. But definitely, if you dump a lot of electricity, the ECX screwdriver is the one that you want to have to work with. It is the safest. It will avoid slipping without purpose. And if you're doing this a lot, definitely purchase an insulated one and a high voltage one. See, this is 1,000 volts. And all the ones that I was showing you are 1,000 volts. Do not work with electricity with screwdrivers that are not insulated. And I really like this because it tells you what is in the, you see that there is a very clear picture. This is the ECX drive, and you can see it's a combination. Here in the picture is very clear, it's a combination of the straight and the Roberts. And when I like to put them on holders, then I can very easily see what they are. And this, of course, is the straight. And this, of course, is the Phillips. So it's very easy to identify what they are. And this is or not, it is part of a set. I like them with a handle, and this is a Roberts.
Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Urban Homesteading Channel. And if you did, we'll appreciate your thumbs up. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Share, like, subscribe, and comment so we can please the YouTube algorithm and we can continue producing very good content for you. Also, let us know what else you might like to see in future episodes and if this style of episode is something that you enjoy. From Dr. Wizard and the Urban Homesteading Channel, stay safe, friends.